All right, shalom, 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 shalom. First, when I give honest, glory, praise, and due to Yahweh, Bashim, Yahushai, Bashim, Kakadash. Double honors, Apostle Elders, a great millstone. Peace to Akim that's doing his work on the four corners of the earth. Brother Wild from the GMS Detroit camps. And, ICE, they're deporting a lot of foreigners out of here. Okay, regardless what nation that they are. But mainly I want to do this video because they making sure also too, like the Northern Kingdom, well, the Southern Kingdom too. And what I mean by Southern Kingdom, I'm talking about people from Haiti that came over here, people from Jamaica, and they sending them back to where they came from, And so they're Africa, but mainly I wanted to do this video because as prophets, we've been out there, whether they're a foreigner or not, I'm talking about Israelites. Okay. We've been out there on the gospel of the highways and byways. All right. And so, there's really no excuses. So, one of the ways that the Lord is punishing our people of not coming back to this truth, when they walk past, I'll take example our camp. You know how many Issacharites we done had pass up and not even take heed? So, hey, that's a punishment, But I'm going to go ahead and play this clip, and I'm going to get to some scriptures.
Good afternoon, I'm Ben Bradley.
And I'm Lourdes Duarte. Let's get straight to breaking news this afternoon. ICE agents have arrested at least one person in the South Loop.
It's a chaotic scene. Let's get to Jenna Barnes. She's live with the latest. Jenna?
Hi, Ben and Lourdes. You're right indeed. A chaotic scene as the photographer just steps in front of the camera. I'm going to step out of the way so I can show you what is happening here in the South Loop. You can see police, ICE agents outside this building here as people in the street document their movements, where they're going. They just pushed this crowd of people off the sidewalk and into the street. You can hear there's a lot of shouting going on right now. And here's why. This building is called Buy Incorporated. It is a government contractor that runs the ISAP supervision program for immigrants that uses ankle bracelets, other monitoring as an alternative to detention. But these advocates that are out here this afternoon believe detention is what is happening here today. I want to show you some video that we took just a little earlier.
What are you doing with this man?
I'm here 30 years. I'm a grandfather, not even one family.
What is your name, sir?
My name is Muhammad Imran.
What is your date of birth?
That happened just within the past couple of hours. Our camera there as ICE agents brought that man into the building this afternoon. Advocates tell us they were tipped off that ICE was detaining people here earlier this morning when a woman who's part of the ISAP program showed up for a check-in that she received a text message about earlier this week. Take a listen.
She was told to come today, no set time, no reason as to why. We also have learned that other people in Chicago that are on the ISAP program got the same message on Monday, being told the same thing. We are now in contact with family members of other individuals that are in fact physically detained at this building right now.
And it's unclear how many people exactly have been in the building this afternoon or what exactly is going on. We have reached out to ICE for information and have not heard back. At one point, police were called a little earlier this afternoon. They stayed, telling the crowd that they're here for public safety because so many people were here. We've also got a representative from the mayor's office who's been out here this afternoon. He told me he was just monitoring things for the time being. Obviously, things appear to have escalated since we last spoke to him, Ben and Lourdes.
And Jenna, we want to stay with you for a moment. Maybe the photographer could pan off and show us the scene here because it's a chaotic one. We see Homeland Security agents, we see ICE agents, Immigration and Customs enforcement agents, and this is where you get into that really tricky situation where Chicago police are not supposed to assist in immigration enforcement efforts, but they can respond to potentially volatile and dangerous situations involving other members of law enforcement. Do you have a sense, do these people, Jenna, feel like they were lured here under a false pretense simply to be arrested and potentially deported?
That is what the advocates have been telling us, and you can see they're walking people out. The people that these advocates are here for, who they believed were detained, are now being walked out in handcuffs live on air. Right now, they're being led into a white van that is parked in the middle of South Michigan Avenue. And you can see the advocates, the protesters, they have all gathered around this line of people. Yes, the organizer that we spoke with said that the people who are part of this program, some of them received a text message saying to show up to check in here. And he argued, well, they already know where they are. They have ankle monitors. Their location is monitored by GPS at all times. So they weren't exactly sure why they were asked to show up here, but they wanted to do it anyway, because then ICE agents potentially would show up to their homes and take them there. So that is why so many people have been gathering outside this building by Incorporated in the South Loop. And now that van is slowly but surely making its way out of the crowd and away from the protesters who have gathered here. Ben Lourdes.
Yeah, and I wonder if any of those folks plan on following that van as it moves away from that building. You can see the crowd behind you still growing. And Jenna, just sort of explain how quickly that crowd grew. That news got out fairly recently that this was happening.
It did. It grew over the course of this afternoon, but it's gotten louder once we did see these ICE agents emerge from the building, which happened truly just minutes ago. They all came out in a line, and that's when this crowd really surged, because they suspected they were in there, they thought they were in there, but many people hadn't had eyes on.
Hey, how about you? I ain't playing with them, man. Getting them out of here. But let me show you this other video. Hold on. You know, yeah, let me show that video. All right. Where's it at? Where that? Yeah. Oh, yeah, this is really why I wanted to play here. No, that's not it. No, not that one, but this one.
Are you looking to establish your business using an address other than your home? Wish you had a professional...
Now at 10, ICE operations continue in San Antonio for a second day in a row. Agents are seen arresting migrants at immigration court.
And look at this scene on the northwest side. 3 people who appear to be part of a landscaping company. They were taken into custody in this parking lot of the shopping center. Tonight, KENS 5 reporter Megan Reyna is following all these developments for us. Megan?
Well, Henry Easties, this is part of the Trump administration's push for mass deportations. We heard from 2 immigration attorneys who watched as their clients were taken into custody today after they showed up to their scheduled immigration hearings. Crying out, "I don't want to die in Honduras," an emotional mother taken by ICE agents at immigration court Thursday. Another mother also placed in the same van. Her husband says she has no prior criminal history.
Mis hijas esperándolos en la casa. 6 niñas tengo, dependen de nosotros.
But like most arrested, she had just had her case dismissed by a judge.
We were requesting a merits hearing, and the judge declined to set a merits hearing because DHS asked for the case to be dismissed and the client to be ordered removed, saying that it was not in the government's interest to hear a full case.
These videos shared to us show agents in the lobby of the immigration court waiting for migrants, one agent even holding what appears to be a list with pictures. Shortly after, you see agents escort an entire family into a charter bus. ICE says these arrests are a part of the Trump administration's plans to reverse former President Biden's so-called catch and release program. They are now utilizing expedited removals. It allows them to fast-track deportations for people who have been in the country for less than 2 years.
No vengan porque se los van a llevar a todos.
These arrests are evoking fear among people who have upcoming hearings. One attorney who's representing a man from Central Africa says the option for migrants to appear virtually for hearings appears to be gone. Her client also had his case dismissed.
I feel like we portraying people who is here with credible fears. Just knowing his story, I feel like I let him down.
But ICE wasn't just at immigration court Thursday. Our cameras capturing agents and state troopers taking 3 undocumented migrants who appear to be landscapers into custody at a shopping center. ICE officials wouldn't tell us their nationalities or if they face any other criminal charges beyond entering the country illegally. Many migrants are fearful to
Our top story here at 5, those immigration raids across L.A. Federal agents...
Salakia. That's what I meant to press.
Golf is more than a game. It's an adventure. And Bonobos finds that sweet spot. Find your...
Okay.
Shortly after, are evoking...
I feel like I let him down.
But ICE wasn't just at immigration court Thursday. Our cameras capturing agents and state troopers taking 3 undocumented migrants who appear to be landscapers into custody at a shopping center. ICE officials wouldn't tell us their nationalities or if they face any other criminal charges beyond entering the country illegally. Many migrants.
And there you go. Hey, that's what happened when, Jake want to be hard-headed. You know, like I said, they worshiping other gods. They're knowing the image what Yahweh Shemi Shah looks like. So, there's a punishment towards them as far as like the ones that's of the 12 tribes of Israel. All right. Let me grab this. Okay, Book of St. John, chapter 40, John chapter 8, verses 44. Ye are of your father the devil, and the lies of your father ye will do. He was a murderer from the beginning, and not about in the truth, because that has no truth in him. When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own, for he is a liar, and the Father is not in him. And because I tell you the truth, ye believe me not. And so, they haven't really believed us of what we were saying out there, because, we got the truth. All right. You don't want to listen to the man of the Lord. For the ones that did listen to this truth, the Lord got something for you, Grab me another scripture. Okay, this is what I want to get to. Jeremiah chapter 11, verses 14. Therefore pray not though for these people, neither lift up a cry nor a prayer for them, for I will not hear them in their time that they cry unto me for their tribulation. All right. So when they don't want to listen, it's a price to pay for it. So us brothers, we've been out there. And for the ones that knew about this truth, especially ones that came over here and they didn't want to take heed what we said, that's on them. All right. We're men of the Lord. We're supposed to go on the highways and byways, whether we're yay or nay. When we go out there and do our job. So, hey, it is what it is. Get one more and that'll be it. Book of Hosea, chapter 4, verse 6. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge, because that has rejected knowledge. I will also reject thee, that they shall not be no priests to me, seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy power of Yahweh. I will also forget their children. And hey, so hey, these ICE agents, getting Issachar, also, like I said, getting Northern Kingdom, Jake that being them Caribbean islands and that didn't want to listen, and them, the so-called Haitians, which is Levi, and these other tribes that's coming from different parts of Africa, and that's JA. They don't want to listen. Hey, they're gonna have to pay a heavy price for it. So, hey, with that, I want to give honor, scores, praises due to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushai, Bashem, Kakadash. Double honors to Pastor Now. That's a great millstone. Peace to Akim that's doing this work on the four corners of earth. Shalom.